Welcome everybody to another episode of what used to be Real Spill with Shine Shin. It is now called Blunts and Politics. We made a name change today, people. We're gonna get us some more scenery and everything to go with the new ambiance. We done figured out that what we really like to talk about is politics, and we gonna smoke our blunts. So we gonna go ahead and call the show Blunts and Politics. We are currently a work in progress. We hope y'all know that. We just getting started with this thing, so things may change from time to time until we get exactly what feels right to us. You know what I'm saying? But we gonna do the same thing we do every day. First of all, I want to tell y'all to click that like button, follow, subscribe, hit the little bell so you get a notification. Yeah, man, tell your friends about us and everything, man. We're trying to get this thing popping so we can keep on giving y'all the information that we get. Our first story today that we're gonna talk about, man, Lauryn Hill is in the news. You know what I'm saying? Lauryn Hill is out there in California trying to get some lawmakers to pass some new legislation that's supposed to help limit contracts, the length of contracts with musicians, and I think it's supposed to also go toward television people and things of that nature. Pretty much entertainment. They out there trying to get some fair treatment for them people, and I understand it's a noble cause, and that's probably part of the reason why we never got a second Lauren Hill. Right. I'm sure it was something in her contract that after she sold that many albums, she felt like she was robbed, and that's why she didn't put out no more music up under that contract. But and this is, I can see that. I can see it, but the thing about it is, you got to know who you are before you go sign a contract. Right. You know what I'm saying? Everybody want to sign a contract when they broke or they in a bad situation, but then when you get in a good situation, you want to renegotiate the contract. But the only reason why you in this good situation is because of the contract that you signed. Then, you know what I'm saying? Right. Like, yeah, music executives they snakes and they grimy and they all that, but they can only be that if you sign the contract. You know what people problem is, man. People don't want to invest in themselves initially, or they might not even got it to invest in themselves initially. So for somebody to put their money toward a broke motherfucker with a dream, you know what I'm saying, and then you come back and you do blow up and be everything you supposed to be. I'm the one believed in you. I'm supposed to make their money. Now, after this first contract up, your second contract. That's a different story. That's a different story. You supposed to believe in yourself enough to where you don't sign no 4 or 5 album deal. No way with these folks that ain't beneficial to you. Right. You know what I'm saying? You do the LeBron James sign a 2-year deal type shit. You know what I'm saying? And that way you can evaluate things. And it seems to me though, most of the artists coming up in this new generation, man, they ain't going for that. You know what I'm saying? Like I know artists back in the day when I was coming up. Most of them independent, you know what I'm saying? And my brother-in-law kind of broke that down to me. What they not really. Yeah, shout out to brother-in-law. Shout out to Detailer. Y'all check that interview out sometime. According to him, none of those guys are really independent either because they have to depend on somebody else for distribution. Now, because and see that's what Kanye did on his last album. He took out the distribution part because he sold the player that came with the album that he came with. And see, even if you streaming, say you don't press up no albums the way they got to go nowhere. And you ain't selling no physical copies. You just streaming everything. Right. You only making very little bit amount of money because you don't own the streaming site. The streaming site making most of the money off of it, and you getting what's left over pretty much. You know what I'm saying? So that's why rappers be on the road so much. You know what I'm saying? They get their money out that's why they make their money out them shows and things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? Performing. That's what that's where it's geared for them to make their money. And Lauren Hill, I'm sure she could have made millions and millions of dollars. She had been touring all this time. You know what I'm saying? Going all over the world. 'Cause people love that for album, dog. You know what I'm saying? Like, was it killing me softly? Yeah, man. And but to me, it seemed like you cut off your nose to spite your face. Cause you stopped making money. I don't know what she was doing on the side or whatever, but I know if she'd have been putting out albums and touring and shit, she could have made a lot more money, probably. Did she hooked up like with Wesley Snipes though? I think she did have a tax situation too, and that be something else too. You know what I'm saying? People don't understand. People think when they get that $1 million, they got $1 million. But you ain't got $1 million. You probably got like 500,000 out that million. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But they'll go and spend the whole million. You know, black folks are used to taxes being taken from us, not having to pay taxes. I just recently started having to pay taxes, and that's a whole nother game right there. Right. You know what I'm saying? That's a whole nother situation. You got one or two ways you can play the game when you work for yourself. You can play the game the way you don't want to pay no taxes and you want to keep your business as pretty much in poverty, badly running as far as paperwork goes. Right. But that limits you on your buying power. Because if your W two say that you ain't made but 15,000 this year, they don't give a damn that you got $100,000 in your pocket. Your W two say you ain't made but this, and then you're gonna start getting yourself in trouble with the IRS trying to make these big time purchases when your money ain't adding up. You know what I'm saying? So it's just it's different ways and different things that people do. But right now on what Lauryn Hill got going on, she out there, like I said, trying to get this. She tried to get the legislation passed, bro. And it, they trying to limit. I think they trying to limit it to like 7 years to be the longest deal that an artist will be able to sign. And to me, that's a dumb ass deal. That man, I don't want to work. Yeah, she's I don't, man. They were giving out lifetime deals back then, and people was crazy enough to sign. You know what I'm saying? Like, if don't nobody else believe in you, you supposed to believe in you. You know what I'm saying? And so it's like the other interview I did with Joe. You know what I'm saying? The man presented him with a goddamn contract that he didn't feel like the split between five people was gonna be enough for them to be able to do what they had to do. They were gonna have to say adult to make their album. You know what I'm saying? So, they have put this shit in front of you because for one thing, most entertainers and artists are seeking fame more than money. You know what I'm saying? They want people to see or hear their work more than they want the money. It's a businessman that raps and is about his money. You know what I'm saying? A nigga like Yo Gotti, a nigga like Gucci. You know what I'm saying? Like, as far as the South concerned, like, Master P did his thing. Master P didn't really have the effect on our generation as a Gucci and a Gotti did. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit, man. I don't I don't think I'd ever seen Master P. I'd have seen Gucci and got it though. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I know people who know those guys. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like they you can look at they hustle and see, and it's genuine hustle. Now, got it from my understanding, his folk had it all the time. Like, goddamn, his auntie never moving that weight back in the day when he was a youngin'. This man got pictures of himself at Mike Tyson fights. He about 8, 9 years old. You know what I'm saying? He out in Vegas at the Mike Tyson fight. Nah, in between here and now, you never know what could happen to people in between. Now, whether they might have went through a struggle and he brought it back up or what, I don't know. But yeah, man, God has been around money. God said he knew he was gonna always have money. And that's the way you got to feel about yourself, man. I feel that same way about me, dog. You know what I'm saying? I always felt I was gonna be comfortable one way or the other. You know what I'm saying? As long as I let God guide me and don't goddamn do nothing too foolish, I'd be alright in the end. You know. Nah, Lauren Hill out here, she said they gonna get them same protection to the TV and film crews too. Um, I just think, and this is just me, like I don't think it's the government job to make sure you don't sign a fucked up contract. I think that they could be putting this time and energy towards so much more pressing issues. Like, and I'm sure a lot of artists wouldn't want to agree with me and think I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, this and that. But man, at the end of the day, you got to be responsible for you. You know what I'm saying? Goddamn. If if I go and fill out a job application and I tell these folks that I'm gonna goddamn go to work for $8 an hour, I gotta go work for $8 an hour. Goddamn, and the only difference is I can quit. Yeah, I can quit, but I wouldn't sign the contract to go work for them for no 8 years, and I know I'm gonna stay at $8 an hour. You know, I go there expecting to make more and more money every year. Goddamn, I wouldn't go nowhere for $8 an hour. No goddamn way. But man, but I'm just you know what I'm saying. But I think once you grown now children should be protected. And I think they are. I think parents have to sign the deals and everything. But and you got some parents who don't give a fuck. They'll just sign the child over whoop the whoop. You know, I mean, how many safeguards you got to give people against themselves? You know what I'm saying? Like, how far do y'all want the government to come into your house? You know what I'm saying? Like, you want the government to handle this aspect of your life, but then you're mad when the government jump in this part of your life. You can't have it both ways. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just it's me that ain't the government job. You know what I'm saying? The government job to me is supposed to keep these roads and everything straight, keep these schools straight, keep us protected, the military, woo, all this making sure people ain't signing fucked up contracts, man. I just don't see it. I don't feel like it. That ought to be up to you. I mean, you don't want to read that shit. They ain't reading it. They already got what you doing is you taking the goddamn whoever the record producer attorney is, you know, whatever attorney work with the record industry, you taking part of his job away. Right. You know what I'm saying? He probably charged good money to read over that contract and tell you don't sign this fucked up deal. But now they trying to take that out of his hand. He can't eat on that no more. You know what I'm saying? It's supposed to be a capitalist society, man. We supposed to be able to get money however we can get money. That's what that shit mean when you living in a capitalism situation, man. It's all about getting money. And now, if I can, if I know I'm looking at the next Michael Jackson, but he don't think he the next Michael Jackson, I'm going to be able to goddamn, you know, cause I can see it. Yeah, me being able to see talent for to be worth something. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And me, he ain't Michael Jackson right now. I got to take him and train him. I got to take him and do all. See, ain't nobody thinking about that. Ain't nobody thinking about all the things that a record label do to turn this person into a star. A motherfucker be signed for Rick Ross was signed to a record deal in 1996. You didn't hear about him to the thousands up in there. You know what I'm saying? You didn't hear about him for a long time. Like you don't know the energy and the effort and the money that and then man, these artists they just be sitting at home on smoke weed. You gotta supply that at the label. You know what I'm saying? That shit ain't on the expense report that I bought him a quarter pound of reefer. I can't put that on the expense report, but I did it though. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And things like that. I need to be able to get my money back. And then you just want me to get my money back and be cool. Nah, man, I'm in the game to make money. Right. I am in this game to make money. Everybody is in whatever game they in to make money. You know what I'm saying? And when you know, man, there's a reason why these record labels go to the hood. You don't think there's no rich folk with talent. But they come get the hood people because they know you can take advantage of them because they ain't got nothing. You know what I'm saying? And that's just the situation. They come to the hood and get these hood people because they know they ain't got nothing. They can easily be bought up and persuaded. You know what I'm saying? Right. You show them some shine, they goddamn, they damn near got it. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it is. But I don't feel like again, it's the government job to live. Cause all they gonna do is, man, this is what they gonna do. Say like I said before, I find the next Michael Jackson. I can spot him. He don't even know he shit. He think he just a regular dude. But I'm looking at him. I'm like, just like how Jermaine Dupri did Chris Cross. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? They were no rappers and then he just saw two niggas at the mall who were getting a lot of attention from the women. Right. And he was like, shit, I can do something with that. And he took them boys and turned them into Chris Cross. Yeah. So now all the effort Jay-Z did to that. Now, when he put out Chris Cross' first album, them boys blew up. If this law had been in place, them boys could have not put out another album. Just toured and goddamn performed and made money off of all them songs there. 7 years, at the end of that 7 years, the law will make you have to give them a new deal instead of them having to still fulfill the deal that they were signed to originally. All they have to do is wait your time out, and then they'll be able to sign a new deal. And to me, that ain't. They calling this the Fair Act. I don't think that's fair. You know, you got to be able to see things from both angles. You know what I'm saying? You think these record companies in this just to make you famous? So you want me to break even? You know what I'm saying? I got this big ass business to break even. To break even with you, and then you ain't even worried about the four other niggas that you told me could rap in your capacity that ain't gonna sell a goddamn album who I gave some money to too. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. When I signed you, you told me about Buck and Nunu and all these other motherfuckers. And so goddamn, I put some money in their pocket too, and these motherfuckers ain't gonna never sell an album. You know what I'm saying? We ain't gonna talk about that though. But you wanna goddamn, you want me to just break even on what I gave you, man. This shit bigger than that. I got 7 other artists out of town that I ain't make a dollar from. I'll be out of business in no time, man. If I hope the record industry is fighting this. 'Cause I know it's a bad look to be fighting it. Cause the way social media is set up and motherfuckers try to cancel this and that. Whoop, whoop. Man, you can't cancel money. At the end of the day, as long as you got money, you can't get canceled, man. Goddamn, you can try to cancel a rich motherfucker all you want to. They can find somebody else to talk to. Shit, more than likely they don't want to talk to you no way. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause I don't like talking to them, so I know them rich folks don't like that. We're gonna move on from Lauryn Hill, though. I just kept a little bit of time on her, man. The other thing I got going on today, I ran across this article. It was like, and it told me, man, you know. It was saying that over the years, man, the different parties and tried to red line and draw them district lines in ways to where the black vote would be minimalistic. You know what I'm saying? Where it wouldn't matter as much as it could. You know what I'm saying? But nah, man, this right here just throw me the fuck out, man. Nah, these folks goddamn done started drawing the line to where they don't want disabled people vote the goddamn much. They say in the 2020 election, disabled folks showed up and showed the fuck out. You know what I'm saying? Goddamn, they got wheeled in and they voted like a motherfucker. And they said, we ain't finna have these folks that can't even walk determining our election. You know what I'm saying? So, and it's crazy, man. Like, and that's part of the reason why black people don't ever get nothing or nothing. 'Cause you can even tell now when they talk about minorities, they say people of color. You know what I'm saying? That's putting goddamn blacks with Mexicans, Puerto Ricans, all them Ans and all them E's and all. They're putting us with all them people. We'll never be able to get nothing by ourselves. And what I come to understand, man, I didn't know this before, but I'm learning a whole lot recently. I'm doing a whole lot more research than I ever done before. But I learned that in prison, I always thought Mexicans and niggas was either neutral or together. But I come to find out the white folks and the Mexicans are together in prison, all against the black folks. But outside here on the street is black and brown together against the white folks. And I'm trying to I tried to wrap my mind around it and be like, damn, why would the Mexicans combine with the white power people once they got to prison? Like, what the? And then the only answer I could come up with was that it's just too many niggas in prison that got there, and they just couldn't nobody stand to have the niggas running the joint. So we had to even it up some kind of way, which to me, I'm gonna tell you like this, man, and I ain't no kind of way with nobody. I love anybody I run across till you cross me. Right. But if I can't count on you in my darkest moments, I don't want to be with you in my brightest day. No. You know what I'm saying? Like if you gonna turn on me, if say I got a Mexican homeboy, and we both get fucked up and end up in that thing, man, he gonna have to go against me when we get in there. From what I understand, if he don't go get me, his folks gonna get him. You know what I'm saying? So just going by the laws of the gang rules, he can't fuck with me. And I'm like, well, shit. I don't need to be riding nobody like that, man. You know what I'm saying? Just for a self-preservation type cause. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I don't want to be riding nobody who I can't count on. Mhm. You know, and that's them just my thoughts, man. You know what I'm saying? Them just my thoughts, man. Black people start. We gotta start getting our own thing. You know what I'm saying?